Welcome, folks. I am Jaby Koay, and we're looking at 4 trailers today. At least that is the goal. If there's any copyright issues or music copyright issues of any sort, I'm just going to cut things out. So our set list of trailers is Don't Look Up with Leonardo DiCaprio from Netflix, Injustice, the animated film, Last Night in Soho, starring Anna Taylor-Joy, and No One Gets Out Alive. This is also from Netflix. I don't know anything about this one. It looks like a horror trailer, but I thought we could look at all 4 of these together. I'll keep timestamps in the description below, or you could probably find them on the playhead. Here we go. First, we're going to look at Don't Look Up from Netflix.
You're here now. You are here now. You are here now. You are here now. Here now. Your breathing is stressing me out.
This will affect the entire planet.
I know, but it's like so stressful. Can I get that one more ice water?
And I'll get 2 more glasses of white wine. And I don't need the judgy face. There's a comet headed directly towards Earth. Do you know how many the world is ending meetings we've had over the last 2 years?
Drought, famine. Hole in the ozone is so boring.
Wow, that was cool. That was fun. You know, hearing someone breathe like that like difficult breathing does make me anxious too, even in the confines of a trailer. It makes me a little bit uneasy. You know, hearing a heartbeat in a film makes me uneasy. Things like that, for some reason, always get to me. Anyway, that looks cool. It's cool to see Leonardo DiCaprio doing something different yet again. He's playing older, which is something that, you know, we were talking about on this channel with Brad Pitt a while back, where it's like, as he ages, he's doing these more interesting roles in his later years. He's not playing the young heartthrob that he used to. He's playing more character stuff now. And so here, we got Leonardo DiCaprio kind of doing the same thing, the last thing being Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and he did a fantastic job there. And so I'm actually very, very curious to watch this, because it's unlike anything I've seen that I can recall Leonardo DiCaprio doing before any time in his career. He's playing someone who's definitely older and has health issues of some kind, or at least he's having a difficult time dealing with this incoming global disaster. It looks like a lot of fun. Let's check out Injustice.
Imagine meeting you here, Lois.
This is a priority call to all Justice League members. A woman is missing.
She's one of ours. Her name is Lois Lane.
Lois. My masterpiece.
Brace yourself! You took his wife. You took his unborn child. And his city. Why?
After all these years, Batsy, you really need reasons from me?
What happened to Metropolis can never be allowed to occur again.
You'll throw away everything the Justice League stands for.
Oh, damn. Oh, that looks sick. Sintel, who does the news segments on this channel and also does his own reactions from time to time here, he has been raving about the animated section of DC films. I haven't been able to keep up with them like he has, but I see exactly what he's talking about, man. I know that they've been putting out a lot of good stuff. I just haven't kept up with it, and I clearly need to. It's interesting how they led with that this is based on the video game. I thought when I saw the video game that was something that happened in the comics. I haven't been well versed in the comics either, so any of you guys who are like hardcore DC fanboys that can educate me on this, please. I've played a little bit of Injustice because I bought it for PlayStation, and it was like Mortal Kombat with superheroes, and it was awesome and hilarious. The notion of Superman basically Breaking Bad is pretty awesome. Like, and having the superheroes have to fight him back is pretty darn cool. This definitely has me intrigued, to say the least. I'm not gonna lie, I really, really miss Mark Hamill as Joker. I wish they could find a way to convince him to come back and keep doing it until he can't do it anymore. Like, he's just too physically ill to keep going. I wish he would do it forever, because there's no Joker like Mark Hamill. It's him and Heath Ledger. Those are my Jokers. I know that a lot of people are big Joaquin Phoenix fans and his portrayal of Joker, but for me, that's it. Mark Hamill and Heath Ledger. No one comes close. The Joker here, he's doing a good job, but it's not Mark Hamill, man. And it's like, that's all I can think every time I hear it. It's not Mark Hamill, though. Doesn't this totally happen in Justice League? Like, that's Zack Snyder's story. Again, forgive me for not fully knowing the lore of Superman and Batman and the Justice League and all that stuff. But my understanding is that, you know, they totally explored this story, or it was meant to be explored in Zack Snyder's DC universe. Nevertheless, it's pretty cool. It's a cool story, and I'm excited, and I can't wait to watch that. All right, and finally, we have No One Gets Out Alive from Netflix. Ambar is an immigrant in search of the American dream, but when she's forced to take a room in a boarding house, she finds herself in a nightmare she can't escape. Okay.
Room's just over here. Ladies only. No smoking, no pets.
I'm Amber. Are you guys staying here? For now. It's tough out there. Yeah. So much better in here.
I know this house is kind of weird.
Oh, God. Ugh.
Basement's private.
You hear it too? What have you seen? There's something wrong with this place. Even when I'm awake, I see it. I've seen it there. Hello? I must prepare you.
Oh, God.
Come here! We should stay together. Let's get out of here.
I know this house is kind of weird. But please don't try to leave.
Oh, Lord.
It'll make it worse.
What the fuck is that? Oh, God.
Way worse.
All right. This comes out on Netflix on September 29th. You know, if y'all are watching this movie on your TV, please make sure you do the atmosphere correctly. You got to watch it at night, 9 p.m. at the earliest, after the kids go to bed, turn out the lights. You got to set the mood because I don't think Netflix is going to put this out in a movie theater for you to enjoy in the traditional way. So you got to kind of set the mood for yourself. It's so much easier to achieve that when you go into a theater. I'm not a horror guy. I'm not into horror movies, but objectively, I can see how creative this is. One of the things that they're doing right here is with the main actress at the very least, she's a pretty actress, please don't get me wrong, no disrespect to her, but they didn't glam her up. And she feels very normal. Hopefully that's not offensive. You get roasted for anything you say these days, so I'm trying to be careful and walk this opinion very carefully. She just looks, normal, and it's believable seeing her in this environment. She seems like someone who could get hurt. The way she's dressed and everything like that, I feel like you'd normally see her as like a supporting character in a horror film who is probably going to get killed off. And so because of that design of her character, it feels more vulnerable, if that makes any sense, even a little bit of sense. Hopefully it makes sense. There's some horror techniques that you see a lot that are being employed here, but I thought it was effective. It's not very often that horror stuff moves me in any particular way in being unnerved. This one worked on me a little bit, even though like typically what happens with horror stuff is I recognize it's a horror, I know it's just movie magic, and it doesn't really do anything for me. Here, I'll admit there were instances where it left me unnerved a little bit and it was unsettling to look at. And I enjoyed it in that regard. Good job, Netflix. No One Gets Out Alive. I don't know how likely it is I would watch this other than to hear a girl next to me scream out or have her grab onto my arm. It's a good Netflix and chill movie. So Netflix knows what they're doing. I wonder how Netflix feels about Netflix and chill. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Hopefully, me. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And let me know which trailer you like the most, which one you're most likely to watch, or which one you're least likely to watch, and why not. Hopefully you enjoyed this sort of reaction buffet of trailers. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon, all notifications, and vote this video up. I'm Jaby Koay. Peace out.